The summer of 1996. I was still in my 20s, still living in Massachusetts, and even though I had been performing on stage since I was 10, I had only recently started pursuing work in film. Hey everyone, I'm Sean Vincent Biggins, and welcome to the 5th episode of my quarantine-induced web series,
Old T-Shirt Tuesday!
So I came across this audition notice, probably in Backstage, for a movie called Bender. From the title, you could tell it was about a party. It sounded like a lot of fun. Well, I mailed in my headshot and resume. Yep, that's how it worked. Mail. This is very likely the headshot that I used. Well, I ended up getting a call to audition sometime thereafter. The director was this guy named Scott Losinger, and he was holding auditions at his parents' house in Reading, Massachusetts. I distinctly remember auditioning on the back porch. Well, he ended up casting me in the role of Carl, and we were going to be shooting in this vacant house that was literally right around the corner. It couldn't have been more than like 1,000 feet from his parents' house. His mom was basically the caterer. She made lunch for us every day. And then right next door, there was this ice cream place called Dandelions, which is actually still there. The funny thing is that the house in the movie is supposed to be a beach house owned by Carl's family. Now, if you're familiar with Massachusetts, then you know Reading is nowhere near the beach. Fortunately, or unfortunately, if you're a beach lover, very few scenes actually took place by the water. And the few scenes that did take place near the water only involved about 4 actors, and I was not one of them. So those scenes were shot at Wingashiek Beach in Gloucester, Massachusetts, which is almost 30 miles away. Fairly early in the movie, one of the characters named Link, played by funny man and all-around good guy PJ Marino, asks the rest of us, rhetorically, if we know what time it is. And he then tells us,
It's beer o'clock.
Which is where Scott got the production company name from. He gave us these fabulous t-shirts after the shoot was over. We all had such a blast shooting this film and hanging out that we became a pretty tight-knit group. The director Scott and most of us in the main core of the cast have stayed friends now for, 24 years since the shoot? We even still quote the movie every now and then.
Damn Skippy.
Oh, shit! What's going on, fellas?
Why did this have to happen?
For a short time in the early 2000s, most of us were actually living here in LA at the same time. In fact, for a very brief time in 1999, 4 of us were staying in the same 2-bedroom apartment. 2 in the bedrooms, 1 on the floor, and me on the couch. That was only for about a month, though. And even though not everyone was able to make it, they were invited to my wedding last year. And Scott actually shot all of our wedding video footage. So thank you again for that, Scott. Unfortunately, this is what has become of the house. A piece of movie history lost forever.
Why did this have to happen?
Well, that's just about it for this episode. But before you go, roll the credits.
Okay. All right. I worked all week and Friday night. I'm gonna get drunk, get in the fight. Well, I worked all week and Friday night. I'm gonna get drunk, get in the fight. It's the same damn story. My whole life is the same thing. Trouble is the life been over. The day I was born.
Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.